Whatever the issues are,
the National Assembly is constitutionally empowered to scrutinize,
however complex or intricate.
We have involved all the academia, the members of the academia. We have involved the academies.
be it government policies or in fact any issue of public concern.
Our job is to help you gain clarity and make sense of it all.
This is not really healthy for our democracy.
There's a lot of grievance in terms of who has been in power longest and who becomes the governor of the state.
It's also in the quality of food being consumed.
After all, perception is insight.
And gaining understanding is also getting insight.
President Bola Tinubu is the 16th and current president of Nigeria. He assumed office in 2023. He previously served as the governor of Lagos State from 1999 to 2007 and senator for Lagos West in the Third Republic. He saddled with the task to drive the affairs of Nigeria. It's 2 years and several citizen-friendly reforms have been designed to improve the lives of citizens and, by extension, develop the nation. Lately, significant improvement noticeable in all sectors. On this segment, we will assess the performance and we will delve into policies on housing a bit. And my guests, Garba Salisu Takwari, Commissioner of Rural and Community Development, Kebbi State, who joins us via Zoom, and Honore Kendi, Honore, board member, Estate Surveyors and Value Registration Board of Nigeria, will speak to us. Gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us on Insights.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Now, President Tinubu's administration in the last 2 years has made tremendous impact through actionable policies. What is your assessment? Let's begin with the Commissioner.
Elizabeth, thank you for having me.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, Nigerians, and happy second anniversary of the President and the state. The assessment I can say from what I have seen and what I have learned. Since 1999, I was in government and I'm doing the politics. To be sincere and honest, I have never ever seen a president that come into the government like Tinubu, who has prepared for the leadership. Because there are many leaders that they will look for the leadership, they will look for the position, but they are not ready for that. But in terms of Tinubu and my own governor, before they look for these positions, I am sure they have already ready and they have made their all plans, all the feasibility studies, all the things they want to do for the nation and the states. Honestly, they have already prepared and ready for that. So God good enough. When he looked for this position, God also helped him to secure the ticket from the primaries and also secure the general election, and being sworn in on the 29th of May 2023 as a president of this country. If you look at the way and manner he has started, since after his swearing in as the president and commander-in-chief of this country, you have seen the action he has taken, in which there is never ever in the whole world that the president who has taken that decision at the swearing-in ground like Tinubu. So this is a very tremendous effort. And then it's something that we Nigerians will be proud of that. Because the 36 states we have in this country, there is no place where the impact and the health and the development of this country that has never reached in this country, in these 36 states we have in the Abuja. Wherever you go now, you will find the impact, either the project or the appointment or the feasibility study being the projects to be going on into that state. It is only this time of administration we have that, since we have come to democracy into this country. So, to be sincere, Tinubu, I know he has a vast experience being a governor, being a senator, and now a president of this country. So he's know in and out of this country. He know our problem. All the 6 geological zones we have, this region, he know the problems of each zone. So that is why when he came, he started making it one by one. If you can look at it now, just after 2 years, if you see the impact and the accessibility, if you assess him, if you see the impact and the development he has brought to this country in the 36 states, honestly, it's something that is very commendable.
Commissioner, I would like to hear from our estate valuer. I would like you to just pause a little there. Mr. Honore, let's have your thoughts. How would you assess his 2 years of leading us, of leadership?
Thank you very much. Years assessment in office. We can give him a pass mark. He has started in a brighter note. Looking at the industry I'm coming from, as an estate surveyor and valuer, we have the Renew Hope housing scheme in place through the Federal Ministry of Housing, which is being aided by Architect Dakingiwa, the Honorable Minister of Housing. President Tinubu has done tremendously well. He's laying the foundation within the space of that 2 years in terms of housing in Nigeria. If you look at the Renew Hope agenda, looking at the housing scheme, we have about 14 states of the Federation, which the Renew Housing Scheme has touched, and construction work is ongoing through the Federal Ministry of Housing. If you look at those he has placed in all areas of ministry, agencies, and parastatals, they are technocrats, well equipped, and they are running the agenda of Mr. President. But what we can assess, or what I can say for now, is he has laid a foundation within the space of 2 years, and I strongly believe that with the foundation he has laid, the next 2 years of his administration, we will have a vital and a better understanding of the foundation that has been laid. Thank you very much.
Okay. Now, my next question is to the Commissioner in Kebbi State. Now, you are in charge of rural and community development. Now, talking about housing, the housing scheme in Nigeria, how has this actionable policies been able to help your state reduce housing deficits?
Thank you, Elizabeth. As you have said, as a Commissioner for Rural and Community Development, that rural development, that is the main cardinal objectives for my governor and my state. The development of rural, if you have developed the rural, it means that you have developed all. Because rural community, they carry about 90% than the urban areas. So, presently, if you go, each of the local governments we have in Kebbi State now, talk less of the whole state, including the state capital, you will find the impact like feeder roads and other electricity and other water something has been laid down there. It has been taken there. And if you go by the rural areas, as you have said, that is the headquarters of each local government. We have placed the constructions of not less than 20 housing units in each of the local government, about 21 local government we have in the Kebbi State. So it's all under this administration. All the emirates we have, all the rural areas we have, there is no place where we have not taken either a road by construction of the roads, by housing and the electricity. All this rural electricity board, which is under my observation, that we are doing a lot. We have constructed a lot of MBA stations. So the feeder roads, it has been started. There is about how many roads, how many thousands of kilometers that we have flagged off, and then all the construction is going on. And then if you go by water something, also the water, we have constructed not less than 250,000 hand pumps and then motorized boreholes. So you see, all we are doing is in the interest of our community as a rural development, because we have the belief, if we have developed the rural, it means that we have developed the whole state, inshallah.
All right, Mr. Honore, a report from the Nigeria Bureau of Statistics indicates that policies made within 2 years of President Tinubu's administration moved real estate sector from top 5 to top 3 largest. How do we leverage this for economic growth?
Looking at the statistics from Bureau of Statistics, no doubt, based on policies, formulation, implementation of such policies, and sequel to the administration through the Ministry of Housing and Urban Development. These policies has culminated into economic growth of the nation. It has provided a lot of employment opportunity, creation of job, small and medium enterprises. They have gained a lot of access to funding, construction work, artisan. Most of them, they are able to get 1 or 2 things in their hands for them to have a living. And real estate, as a matter of fact, knowing fully well that there is diversification in the economy from oil. I think real estate is the next to oil. And as such, with the report from Bureau of Statistics, provision of job employment, we have a lot of investment going on in real estate, and it is being used to generate income to the government. For example, the Federal Capital Territory, if you look at the housing estate, the series of development going on, which is being headed by Barrister Yeson Wike, we see a lot of policies that are put in place, collection of ground rent, tenement rates, which in the course of doing that, there's a lot of fund that is being generated to the government in which the past administration has not been leveraging on. And with this, it has given real estate a lot of panacea for them to generate income for the government. And this is making, these are some of the indices that Bureau of Statistics are looking into by increasing the prowess and the progress in real estate as the third means of economic generation in Nigeria. But when we have policies that are in place, policy formulation is there, implementation is key. Since this current administration has taken the bull by the horn and they have started the implementation, the policy can go on, the implementation can continue. 10 years, 15 years plan, it is just for the next government coming in to key into that, and it will be a win-win situation for the whole country. Thank you.
All right. Let's move to Kebbi. How has these policies been able to help your state advance in terms of housing, healthcare, and empowerment for women and the youth?
Thank you very much, Elizabeth. These policies of healthcare, housing, and other educational policies. Honestly, it helps us a lot because as of now, as I'm talking to you, if you go to any of our, we have about 300, 190 something primary health care institutions that we are going to rehabilitate. And then all the process has been put on the ground. The bidding and everything has been concluded. The only thing remain now to give it to the contractors who are going to do it. And then not only rehabilitation, we have the equipment. And then the governor has also declared that the medication or the drugs will be given free, more especially to children and women in this country and in this state. Wherever hospitals they went, that one is given to them. And then if you come to the education, presently in these 2 years, which is not even up to 2 years, it's about to be 2 years in this administration, we have rehabilitated not less than 1,350 something primary schools and tertiary institutions. And then all these institutions, all these primaries and institutions has been equipped with equipment that is table and chairs and other learning materials. So you see, all these policies, the one that the federal government has bring, honestly, it has made a lot of impact to our own distance because in terms of housing, healthcare, and educational distance, honestly, in Kebbi State, we have done a lot within just 2 years. We have embraced them and then we are implementing them accordingly. And by God's grace, inshallah, all the people of Kebbi and Nigeria as a whole, they will see the impact of this administration. And then they have started seeing it. The only thing, the remaining 2 years for them just to see, to finish the remaining policies and the plans they have already put on the ground. So I think these policies, as you have said, by God's grace, we are implementing it one after the other, and then we are going to achieve it by God's grace.
Okay. All right, Mr. Honore, under the Renewed Hope agenda of President Bola Tinubu, there's the Renewed Hope Cities and Estates Program, as well as the National Housing Social Program. These are very, very important initiatives to change the housing deficit issues we've been having. But from the perspective of a valuer, how do we upscale affordability?
Thank you very much once again. From the perspective of an estate surveyor and valuer, accessibility is key. And when it talks of accessibility to housing or accessibility to real estate, the Federal Ministry of Housing, they have given all available mechanism for houses to be accessible. No matter your income, you can always access affordable housing through this administration. The President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, with the policies that has been put in place through the Ministry of Housing, which is headed by Architect Dakingiwa, every Nigeria can access affordable housing, no matter the level of your income.
All right, before I let our commissioner go in, Kebbi, what would you say are your expectations from the present administration as regards the development of your state?
Thank you, Elizabeth. And I'm sure by the end of the 4 years they are going to do, we are even going to see more than 100% of what they have planned. Maybe we are going to have about 120 or 150%. Because what they have done now, honestly, is even more than pass mark. We have given them more than pass mark. We have given them about 70 to 80. And then in a place where you are going to do something in 100%, after just half of that, you have done more than 80%. It means that you have done all the remaining that is coming up, you are going to just add on part of that. So honestly, what we are expecting, I'm telling you, he has already delivered about 70 to 80% to us. What was left, honestly, is just a finishing distance and then trying to see that how they are going to come back to continue with 2027 by God's grace. So
Okay.
all we are saying to them, we are wishing them the best, we are wishing them well, and then we are calling for the Nigerians to see the impact based on the assessment, to see the impact and the ability these people has, so that they will bring them to continue 2027 by God's grace. That is all I'm calling for our fellow Nigerians and other people in this in our neighboring countries, because even our neighboring countries, honestly, they are 100% happy with this government of Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
Okay. Before we talk about areas where we need them to work on more, let's hear from Mr. Honore. Do you have expectations?
Yes, the expectation is high. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, he has done well for himself in terms of housing. He has done well for the nation. He has only succeeded in laying the foundation. And there is a part of the religions where I belong as a Christian. He say, if the foundation is destroyed, what will the righteous do? The foundation has been laid. The foundation will build another foundation. So once the foundation is being laid by the president or the current administration, the expectation is high. Let them build on the foundation that has been laid. Then in the next 2 years, we will be able to assess and say, oh, the foundation that was laid in the last 2 years, the next 1 year, the next 2 years, it will be well known to the whole nation that yes, what they have started, they are able to finish it well.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Okay. With an estimated budget of 54.99 trillion naira, are there areas you would like them to focus more attention on for us to have all-round development?
Thank you very much. With that budget, the budget is one of the highest since the inception of this country, this nation, Nigeria. Aside housing, we've seen the work going on in terms of road construction by the Minister of Housing, Engineer David Umahi. I will want the current administration to focus more on education. Our education should be looked into critically. Not only education, in terms of agriculture, looking at the cost of food. Let the presidency, let them look into education, into agriculture, let them look into insecurity. When you are secure, development will be rapid. Then the aspect of road construction, the minister has started well also. Engineer David Umahi is doing excellently well. Just as I've said, they have laid foundation. Let them work on it. In the next 1 year, in the next 2 years, it's going to be a win-win situation for the country. Thank you.
A win-win situation. All right. Commissioner in Kebbi, are there areas you would like the federal government to work through your state government to impact more lives?
Well, thank you, Elizabeth. Honestly, they have done well to us. Like what my brother has mentioned about this super highway. This super highway, it started from Sokoto State to Badagry. And then about 1/3 of that road belongs inside the Kebbi. So we are looking for this administration because they have started. What they have started here, honestly, is appreciable project they have started, or the clearance and other districts. So honestly, we are looking for the government to continue with that. But now with this project, honestly, I think we will be one of the first states that will benefit from the federal government project. So we need them to add more for us, because presently we have more than 5 to 6 federal projects in terms of roads going on in Kebbi State. in terms of the mother of everything to us here in the north, that is the security issue. And then we have seen the airport and the machineries they have put so that they will overcome this insecurity, because whatever we have in this country, if there is no security to the life of our people and their properties, honestly, it's like we have not done anything. But I know the federal government is putting more effort, is putting more energetic issues to overcome these problems, and I am wishing them well. So if they can put more effort to the state, I'm sure all these things will be things of the past. Thank you.
Garba Salisu Takware, Commissioner of Rural and Community Development, Kebbi State, and Honore Kende, Honore Board Member, Estate Surveyors and Valuers Registration Board of Nigeria. I want to thank you so much for joining us on Insight. Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ezelede, for having me.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. God bless. Yeah.
Whatever the issues are,
The National Assembly is constitutionally empowered to scrutinize,
however complex or intricate.
We have involved all the academia, the members of the academia. We have involved the academies.
be it government's policies or in fact any issue of public concern.
Our job is to help you gain clarity and make sense of it all.
This is not really healthy for our democracy.
There's a lot of agreements in terms of who has been in power longest and who becomes the governor of the state.
It's also in the quality of food being consumed.
After all, perception is insight.
And gaining understanding is also getting insight.
And that's Insight today. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Elizabeth Omori. We'll see you next week. Bye for now.